Hey guys, it's Kimberly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a super quick review on two new highlighters from the drugstore. These are by Wet n Wild. They look like this and they've been out for a couple of weeks at least. I've had mine, I don't know, 3 weeks, maybe even a month, but I've been using them pretty regularly, so I have a pretty good opinion on them and I wanted to share it with you as quickly as I could, just because they're almost not new anymore. Like, they've been out so long. They were so hard to find when I first started looking for them, but now they're pretty easily found. I got mine at Walgreens. I'm not sure where else you can get these specific highlighters, but I know they are pretty well stocked at Walgreens now. And these two are, I think it's the only two that they have in the line right now. But they are the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powders. And there are two different shades of them. The lighter shade is the Precious Petals, is what it's called. And then the kind of darker, more, almost looks like more of a coppery tone is called Crown of My Canopy. So yeah, for my skin tone, which I'm fairly light, I would go more with the Precious Petals. This is the one that I use as a highlighter for like my typical highlighting places, my cheekbones, tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, things like that. This is the right color for me. Now, if you have a darker skin tone, this Crown of My Canopy, this may be a color that you could get away with wearing as an actual highlight. But the way that I like to wear it and the way I'm going to show you today is over top of a blush, kind of like a blush topper. So if you've got a blush that's a matte blush and you kind of want to add some shimmer and shine to that, this would be a good product to use. So first of all, let me swatch these and then I'm going to actually show you. I don't have any blush or highlight on right now, and I wanted to show you kind of how they applied onto the skin as well. So the first one, Precious Petals, I wanted to just swatch this for you. If you can see, it is kind of more of a champagne, rose gold kind of champagne color. It's super highly pigmented, really blendable. I'm going to try to make sure I'm in focus here. It's right here. Super pretty. This is just a really good highlighter. It's not too kind of white like some of the highlighters from the drugstore can be, but it's also not too pink of a tone. It's really a pretty champagne kind of rose gold type color. Now this one again is the Crown of My Canopy, and this one is more of a, I don't know, copper, I want to say copper, kind of coppery orange color, and that one is this here. So as you can see, for my skin tone, that's just way too dark as a highlighter for me. But I do appreciate that Wet n Wild came out with two different shades that could work with either really lighter skin tones or deeper skin tones. So that's kind of nice, especially when they only have two shades in the line, for there to be somebody kind of, or something for both darker skin and lighter skin is kind of nice. So alrighty, I'm going to just quickly show you how I would apply these, or how I've been kind of wearing them. The blush I'm going to use today is the Mellow Wine by Wet n Wild. I just grabbed this one because I wanted to show you with a Wet n Wild blush what it would look like. And I actually really like this blush. It's pretty, and it's kind of just like a neutral type color, but I will say tap off the excess because it can be a little much, if not. So I'm just going to dust this on my cheekbones just to give me a little bit of color. So yeah, so there we go. And I did not bring a powder brush over here to blend that in, so it's just gonna have to be like this. So I just used a blush brush with that, and that is the Mellow Wine from Wet n Wild. So first I'm gonna go in with, let's do a blush topper first. So I'm gonna use the darker one, the Crown of My Canopy, and just kind of a fluffy tapered brush. And this is what I typically use either for a highlight or since it's a little bit less precise, I like to use it kind of as a blush topper actually. So I'm just going to dip that in, and it's super pigmented, which is a nice thing. But if you can see, it just kind of brightens that up a little bit. So this is without and this is with. So it just kind of gives it a little bit of a sheen, a little bit of a glow, which is nice, especially for the summertime. It's kind of nice to be able to, I like to make my face pretty matte just because of the oils and sweating and things like that. I want it pretty matte, but then to be able to add your own highlight and shine where you want it is a nice option. So, so yeah, that is with the blush topper, or I guess it could be a highlight if you're darker skinned. And then I'm going to go in with the Precious Petals, and I'm just using a little bit more of a precise tapered brush here. And I think this one, yeah, this one's by e.l.f. But I'm just going to go back in and dust that just right on top of that. And I don't know if you guys can see or not, but it's such a pretty highlight. And it gives your skin just a really good natural kind of glow. Well, I say natural, it's not natural. It's pretty highly pigmented. I'm gonna put a little bit on the tip of my nose here. So yeah, it's pretty pigmented, which is nice for a drugstore highlighter. So there's a lot of different highlighter options now at the drugstore, but these are probably some of the best that I've gotten. They're really pigmented, they're really creamy, they stay on your face for a long time, and I just think like you really can't beat it. It's really a great option from the drugstore. And I think it was like $4.99, plus at Walgreens, you know, you can always get them like buy one get one half off, or use coupons and things like that as well. So yeah, if you can't already tell, obviously, I think these are awesome. I really, really like them. I think that Wet n Wild did a great job. I think they really hit it out of the park with these two. And if you have not got your hands on these, I would highly suggest picking them up. It's also a great product if you haven't really gotten into the whole highlighting thing. This is a good way to try out a really good product for a really affordable price as well. So yeah, that's just my kind of 2 cents on that, but I wanted to let you guys know that I have been trying them out and really liked them, and I wanted you to know that you need to pick them up at Walgreens ASAP. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this really short-ish kind of tutorial on how I would use them, and also a quick review on it. And stay tuned for more videos from me. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's free, you might as well. And you always get my new videos in your newsfeed, which is awesome. And yeah, I hope y'all have a fabulous, blessed day. And until next time, y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.